Hi guys. Just link up with my phone. Hope you're all okay. So, morning Marie, morning Nikki, lovely to see you. Oh, after yesterday, yeah, do you know what, I slept well. And I had the bed to myself, so I slept even better. It was okay actually, but I just felt like I was coming and going, because I was at Ransom's, then I was at Witten, then I came home for an hour, then I went back to Witten, and then so it's all over the place. So yeah, anyway, Pilates, work where you feel comfortable. I'll give you options all the way through. Rest whenever you need to, get a drink whenever you need one. This is helpful if you've got back problems, but if you do something in it particularly aggravates your lower back, then listen for the options that will come. Rest when you need to. All right, so I think we can see all right if I just move back a bit. I've got loads of bananas. I did eat some bananas yesterday, but I bought bananas forgetting I'd already bought bananas, so now I've got loads of bananas. But that's okay, we like bananas, we like bananas. We have them on cereal and all sorts. Let's just take that up a little bit. I'll tell you what I have as a little treat sometimes, because I love peanut butter, is I toast 2 pieces of bread, and I have banana and peanut butter. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, toes and knees point forwards, shoulders down, relax. Make sure that you are balanced and central. Up until 10 o'clock last night, the only solid food I had was chocolate. I just didn't have time, but I had a good meal when I got home. Shoulders down, relax, lengthen the body, finding that neutral spine. So you're tilting the pelvis forwards and backwards. You're finding the position where your back feels the most comfortable. Finding that natural lordotic curve. We're then finding and engaging our core muscles. So pulling up the pelvic floor, imagine it's attached to a lift all the way as high as you can, 10 floors all the way to the top. Take it down to the 5th floor, down to the 3rd floor, and leave it there. So you know it's pulling up, you can know it's drawn up, but it's maintainable, level 3. Imagine you've got a belt around your middle, 10 notches to the belt. You're going to pull it into notch number 10 so it goes as tight as possible. Out to notch 5, out to notch 3, and we leave it there. So the core muscles set and engaged to round about 30%. Notch 3, level 3. Holding from the core and the neutral spine, we breathe from the rib cage. Hands on the ribs, fingertips touch. Take a deep breath in. Hands naturally part and release. Take a deep breath in. And release. Relax the arms down and just begin to pedal through your feet one side to the other, raising up an alternating heel. Allowing your shoulders to gently roll back, one way and the other. Place the feet down, lift all the way up, and release. I actually taught my first face-to-face Pilates last night. All the way up, hold it here, and release. So step forward, drop the back knee, rotate, same side as the leg, and then come back in, change sides. So step forward, drop the back knee, rotate into the middle and back. Again, lengthen the back. As you rotate, the hips stay facing forwards. So we've got that spinal rotation. Lovely. One more here for me, please. And then we're going to step out to the side, reach up over, into the middle, and change sides. Lovely. Lift and lengthen through the waist. Lateral flexion. Well done. One more to each side, please. Good. Last one here. Holding it in the middle. Hips rotate one way. So it started beautiful this morning. I just looked at it, it was raining. And go the other way. I'm teaching outside tonight. Hopefully it'll be dry. Holding it in the centre. Tap one leg forward and back. So just tap forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Lift the foot from the floor. Sweep the leg forward and back. Knee comes up, take the leg back. Knee comes up, take the leg back. Hold the knee up, and then you're going to push that leg back and reach forwards. Lift that knee up and balance, and then sweep that leg back and reach through. Lift the knee, balance, hold it here. Ankle one way and the other, and place the foot down. Other foot just starts with the tap, forwards and backwards. Lengthen the body, engage the core. Lift the foot from the floor, sweep it forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Knee comes up, leg goes back. Knee comes up, leg goes back. Knee comes up, hold it here. Sweep and reach. Whoops. And knee comes up, balance. Sweep and reach. Knee comes up, balance. Ankle goes one way and the other. I'm better doing that on the floor because this mat is spongy. I can't balance very well. And replace the foot down. Towards the back of your mat then, please. Breathe in, tuck the chin to the chest. Breathe out, just begin to gently roll down through the back. Soften the knees. Allow the arms to hang and relax like wet spaghetti. Then when you're ready, breathe in. As you breathe out, begin to roll back up through the back. Rebuild the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. As you reach the top, relax the shoulders. Reset your posture. Breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, gently roll down. Allow the arms to hang, relax. And then roll back up. So, this time we'll roll down and we'll come down to the floor. Breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, gently roll down. At your lowest point, you're going to bring yourself down. Sorry, my phone seems to have switched itself off the page. So I can't see any comments if I'm down here. There we go, that's better. I found you. So in that box position is level 1. Hands out slightly wider than the shoulders. Breathe in, gently lower down. Breathe out, push yourself up. So it's into your push-up. Breathe in, gently lower. Breathe out, lift up. Legs can go further away. If you want to work a little bit harder, hold breath in to lower. Hold breath out to come up. If you want to go all the way level 3, then come up onto those toes. So the choice of level is up to you. Feel free to change levels at any time. Remember, draw up through the core. It's not just your chest we're thinking about, it's the core and the lumbar spine as well. And think about your breathing. Hold breath in to get you down. Hold breath out to get you up. And you're going to do one more for me, please. Good. And then from there, you're going to bring your hands in. And then I'd like you to push yourself all the way up onto the hands and toes. Hold that position. I want you to lower the knees down. So you're in a 3/4 position, up on the hands. And then I want you to lift your knees up. Breathe in, lower the knees down. Breathe out, lift the knees up. Breathe in, lower the knees. Breathe out, lift the knees. If it's too much, you can just hold the position. Last one here. And release. Good, come back. If If you want to, you can just give your arms a little stretch into child's pose there. Okay, just stretch around the shoulder. Coming into box position. Knees, hips in a line. Have that gap between the thigh. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, push the leg all the way back as far as it will go without tipping the hips. Breathe in, bring that leg back in. Other leg. Breathe out, push the leg away. Breathe in, drag the leg back in. So the leg goes as far as possible without adjusting your posture. Flatten your back, pull up through the core. So if you want to, lengthen, fully extend, then raise, no higher than the body. Breathe in to lower and draw the leg back in. Breathe out, lengthen and lift. Breathe in to lower and draw it back in. If you want to go further, opposite hand slides out along the floor, comes back in the same time as the leg. Final option, arm and leg fully extend. They raise, they touch down, they draw back in. Make sure your toes are touching the floor before your knee does. Pull up, pull in through the core muscles. Strengthen the center of the body. Breathe out, lengthen and lift. Breathe in, lower, draw it back in. I'm going to ask you, please, for one more on each side. Once you've completed those two, you're going to allow yourself to lower down. Forearms and elbows are down. Now when we do this, you're looking down towards the floor, okay? So you've got to keep the neck in line with the rest of the body. So coming into leg pull level 1, knees down. Looking down between the wrists, pulling up through the belly button. Level 2, bring the knees off the floor. Breathe and hold. If you want level 3, then you're back all the way up onto those hands, but we're just holding it still. Just holding it still. Remember, you can rest and get a drink at any time. Strengthening through the centre of the body and the lumbar spine. It's very quiet in my house. My husband is away with work. My youngest son is at sixth form, and my oldest son is cramming for an exam tomorrow. So he's got his head in a book. It's just me and the dog down here living life. He's cost me a fortune today, my dog. I had to get him some special stuff for his skin, and then I had to get his flea stuff as well. So it's like 60 quid. One more here, and then gently lower all the way down onto your front. Elbows come out in line with the shoulders. Head is down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, peel the chest off the floor. And then as you breathe in, gently lower down. Breathe out, peel the chest up. Breathe in, gently lower down. Now, as you peel your chest up, make sure your belly button's drawn up. I don't want you to push your bottom up, just want you to engage your core muscles. Then if you want to, breathe in and hold, and then you can breathe out and come up even higher, and then breathe in to gently lower. Breathe out to lift, breathe in and hold, breathe out, come higher, breathe in and lower. Good. Breathe out and hold, breathe out and lift up. So you don't have to come up higher if you don't want to. Try not to move the legs. Try to resist squeezing the bottom, alright? If anyone else is in the room with you, resist squeezing theirs as well. Breathe out, peel up, breathe in. Breathe out, peel up. Breathe in, gently lower. So in your swan dive, we are strengthening and mobilizing through the lower back and also strengthening the core. Do one more repetition at your level, please. Once you've completed that, bring those arms back in, bring yourself back up to leg pull, hold it nice and still. Knees down, level 1, knees up, level 2, up on those hands for level 3. Just breathe and hold. Now, if you begin to shake or wobble, do not worry. Rest and then come back in. It's a sign of muscle fatigue. That's all right? It's your body saying, oh my goodness, you've hit the spot there, I can really feel it. So then you just take a little rest and come back when you're ready. Hold and breathe. Strengthening through the core, straight through the centre of the body. Deep, full breaths. I'm going to ask you, please, for 2 more breaths. Then you can gently allow yourself to lower all the way down. Once you are down, you are going to turn onto your side. I'm slightly angled here, okay? I am going to lay in a straight line, but my body is in a diagonal position. Head is resting down on the arm. Now this hand is there for your balance, okay? Legs are lengthened in line with the body, pull the toes away. Breathe in, as you breathe out, both legs come up. Now don't let the body roll over, stay central. Hips, knees, ankles all stacked. Core muscles engaged. Looking straight ahead. So top leg is going to kick forwards. Breathe in, breathe out, kick the top leg forwards. Breathe in and return. Breathe out, kick forwards. Breathe in and return. So we're allowing that leg to move. Breathe out to kick. Breathe in to return. Then we could take it backwards and back to the middle. So that leg is coming behind. That takes your balance a little bit further. So you can do one coming forwards and then one going backwards. But you're always coming back to that central point above the bottom leg. Of course, there's another option. Both legs can move at the same time. One goes forwards, one goes backwards. Hand is there for balance or we're taking it away. Please, please, please keep your legs as straight as possible. If you start to bend your knee, then you're going too far, all right? You only move as far as comfortable for you. I'm going to ask you, please, in your side kick, strengthen mobility around the hip, the core and the lumbar spine. For one more breath here. Then those legs come together. And gently lower all the way down. Your bottom leg is going to bend. The hand's there for balance, alright? Top leg is straight, but I want your toes pointing forwards. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift that leg. So the sole of your foot is facing the side of the room. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, circle. 5 circles if you can. Breathe in, hold. And then breathe out and go the other way. I don't want the whole body rocking around the floor. We are just moving this leg round and round through the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah? Small, fast circles. But those rotations come from an exhale. So you breathe in, hold. Breathe out. So as many circles as you can from one exhale. And remember to change direction. One more each way. Then you can allow that leg to lower. Bring it in. Give it a rub if you need to. And then you are going to push yourself to sit. Sitting nice and upright, lengthen your back, legs bent. Core muscles engaged, hands down by your sides. Breathe in, tilt the pelvis and tuck the chin to the chest. When you reach your furthest point, breathe out with one arm. Breathe in, place the hand down. Breathe out, bring yourself all the way up. Breathe in and tilt, chin to the chest. Breathe out, lift the other arm. Breathe in, lower. breathe out, come all the way back up. So this is your neck pull. That's why we're tucking the chin in, so we can stretch up the back of the head through the neck, okay? You are quite restricted on how far, both arms together is your next option, on how far you can lower. So if I keep my chin off my chest, I literally can get all the way down and all the way back up. If I'm tucking my chin in, which we're supposed to be doing, I need to stop here, otherwise I'll drop. So just by adding that little lowering of the chin, changes the whole dynamic of a basic roll-up into a neck pull, a neck stretch. Breathe in, tilt back, breathe out, one or both arms. Breathe in, place the hand down, breathe out, roll up. And as you're rolling up, you're lifting the chin from the chest. We're keeping those legs still. Don't let those knees wobble. Belly button to the spine. Make sure the hands are back down on the floor before you start rolling back up. And in your neck pull, one more repetition. Breathe in, tilt, breathe out, lift one or both arms. Breathe in, hands go down. Breathe out all the way up. Well done. So from here, I'll tell you what, we'll do a nice one for the back. Legs out, the saw, arms out. Breathe in, as you breathe out, lift up and over. And then as you breathe in, come back to the middle. Breathe out, lift up and over. Breathe in and come back to the middle. So imagine you've got a large ball here. You've got to come up and over. Arm comes across. And the other arm comes back. Core muscles in place. Breathe out, up and over. Breathe in and come back in. Both sides of the bottom stay firmly on the floor. This is the saw. This is strength and mobility through your back. Also through the core. You've got to tighten that belt around the centre of the body so everything is tightened around the middle. And if you can only go that far, that is absolutely fine. So in the saw, please complete one more to each side. Once you've completed those two, you can bring those legs in, and we're going to carefully roll all the way down onto our backs. Now once you're down on your back, legs out straight for me, arms down by your sides. You're looking up to the ceiling, chin is up off the chest. Make sure your back is comfortable and your core is in place. All I want you to do is breathe in. As you breathe out, lift one leg about 6 inches from the floor. Now you may have felt a pull in the tummy as soon as that leg came up. You should have done. If you didn't, don't worry. It doesn't mean you're not doing it right. It just means maybe your abs are stronger. All I want you to do is breathe in, pull the toes in. Breathe out, push the toes away. Breathe in, pull the toes in. Breathe out, lengthen the leg away. Now if you want to go further, you can have both legs lifted, but as soon as both legs came up, for me, my lower back pushed down. I was no longer in neutral spine. You need to be able to maintain the neutral as well as keeping the core muscles in place. So if both legs means you're pushing your back into the floor, then just go with one leg. We're going to do one more with this leg, then it will come down. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the other leg, core muscles strong. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, toes pull in, breathe out, toes point out. Core muscles in place, you're going with both legs. Make sure the tummy doesn't dome upwards. Make sure the lower back doesn't push downwards. And I'm just going to ask you for 2 more breaths here, please. Then you can allow the leg to come all the way down. You're going to bend your legs, feet down. Make sure your back, your neutral spine is in place. Looking up at the ceiling, shoulders down and relaxed. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring one leg up into a right angle. Don't drop the heel. Right ankle behind the knee. Shoulders down, relax. You can stay here, or we're going to go further. We'll breathe in. As we breathe out, we'll lengthen it and hold it. So we've gone diagonally out with the leg. Or keep it bent if you prefer. We're bringing the upper body up. Palms above the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pushing the palms down towards the floor. Or keep the leg bent. Or keep the foot down. Entirely up to you. If you want to go further, the other leg comes up, but keep it bent at a right angle. And I'm just going to ask you, please, for 2 more breaths. If you've got both legs lifted, bent leg comes back down. Upper body lowers. Keep this leg up, but bring it back to a right angle. Knee above hip, ankle in line with the knee. Good. So we're going to keep it bent, alright? We're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we touch the foot down. As we breathe in, we lift it back up. Breathe out, we touch the foot down. Breathe in, we lift it back up. Now that movement is coming from the top of the leg through the hip flexor. We are not moving that knee. Move from the top of the leg. Breathe out to lower, breathe in to lift. If you want to work further, other leg can come up, but we'll keep it nice and still. All the focus just on this one side. Breathing out as you lower, in as you raise. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in. And in your scissor, strengthening from the core and the lumbar spine, please complete 2 more breaths. Then you can allow that foot to carefully come all the way down. Are you still in neutral? Are your core muscles in place? Breathe in as you breathe out, lift the other leg up, right ankle. Shoulders down, relax, core muscles in and engaged. Stay here, absolutely fine. If you want to go further, breathe in as you breathe out, lengthen the leg and keep it here. Leg is lengthened diagonally away from the body. Optional, you can keep it bent, remember. Upper body can come up, chin off the chest, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to go further, other leg can come up, but keep it in a right angle. You don't have to have that other leg up. You don't have to have the upper body up. You can just hold it in place. Remember, we started here. This is your level 1. Don't ever be afraid to use an easy option, okay? With an easier option, your technique can be better. Because your focus is just on this lower level. As soon as the other leg comes into play, then it changes. So really focus on whatever level you're doing. And I'm going to ask you, please, for 2 more breaths. If you've got both legs lifted, bring that leg down, upper body lowers, and bring that leg in bent, right angle. Breathe in, breathe out, lower, breathe in, raise. Breathe out, lower, breathe in, raise. Right angle behind the knee. Don't let this other leg wobble around. Breathe out, lower, breathe in, lift. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in and in place. If you want to go further, bring the other leg up, but keep it still. Remember, the movement comes from the top of the leg through the hip flexor, so don't move that knee. Well done, guys. Breathe out to lower and in to raise. I'm going to ask you, please, I'm going to say something really silly now. When I'm laying on the floor and I'm looking up at my ceiling, we've got old-fashioned Artex on our ceiling, and I'm laying here thinking, I can see a picture, I can see somebody, and currently I'm looking at what I think is Margaret Thatcher, so there you go. Lovely, and I'm going to ask you for one more. Once you've done that, allow the foot to lower, and please feel free to give yourself a nice long body stretch. Well done. Good. So when you are ready, transferring onto that other side, lengthening that body out into a nice long line. Head rests down on the arm, looking straight ahead. Breathe in. As you breathe out, raise both legs without rolling forwards or backwards. Breathe in. As you breathe out, top leg kicks forwards. Breathe in to return. Breathe out, kick. So we're working into the waist. Anything we do where we're lying on our side involves the obliques, the waist. You can then take the leg back and then back into the middle. Now remember, you've got to keep your legs as straight as possible. If you're going to bend them, it tends to be when the leg comes backwards, so try not to do that. And your final option is both legs. One goes forward while the other goes backwards. Hand is there for balance. Breathe out to kick, breathe in to return. Breathe out to kick, breathe in to return. Keep those legs lengthened. Head rests down on the arm. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in, and in place. Breathe out to kick, breathe in to return. Well done. Hand is there if you don't need it, you've taken it away. Remember your option, level 1, just that top leg, moving forwards on its own. Then you've got the backward movement, then you've got both legs together. Now please complete 2 more breaths. Then legs come together and gently lower. We're going to bend the bottom leg, okay? Top leg remains straight, but the toes point forwards. Sole of the foot facing away. Breathe in as you breathe out, raise the leg. Breathe in as you breathe out, rotate. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out, rotate. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out, rotate. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out, rotate. Mobilize from the hip. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, circle. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, circle. Rotate, mobilize from the hip. Then you can allow that leg to lower. Oh, bring it in and give it a rub. Well done. So from here for me, please, bring yourself into a box position. Wrists, elbows underneath the shoulders. All I want you to do is a cat stretch. You're going to breathe in, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Breathe out and release. Breathe in, round the spine, cat stretch. Breathe out and release. Good. Breathe in, round the spine, last time. Breathe out. Sit back into the heels, lengthen out the arms into your child's pose. Stretch round the shoulders and through the glutes. Well done. From here, hands come towards the knees. We are going to make our way to stand, so if you need to use something to help you get up, absolutely fine, okay? Just do it carefully and slowly. When you're ready, tuck the toes under. Oh, my knee had a good crack there. Tuck the chin into the chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, feet go down and slowly begin the process of rolling all the way up through the back. Rebuild your spine vertebrae by vertebrae all the way to the top. Once you reach the top, you might want to readjust your clothing, swoosh your hair a little bit. Lift up onto the toes. Are you central? And release. And again, lift up onto the toes. Balance and release. So I want you to carry on the rest of the day thinking, are my core muscles engaged? Is my neutral spine in place? Answer should be yes every single time. Lift up, balance, and just test yourself. Close your eyes. Are you still balanced? Core strength helps with the posture, helps with the balance. And release. Well done. So that's that one for today. Very well done, everybody. You can join me again tomorrow for your low impact class at 12, okay? I am at Gainsborough tonight. We've got legs, bumps and tums outside at 7 o'clock. Whoops, if you want to join me for that one, it'd be lovely to see you. And that's it. And I am back at Witten tomorrow morning, 9:30, for our body pump. It's a good class, but it gives you bum ache. Yeah, I warned you. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.